Sports are games that go by the numbers. Yeah, many of you hated math in school, including me, and my dad was a math teacher. But you can't follow sports without numbers. And how would play-by-play announcers be able to keep up on the action without player numbers? Those uniform digits have become synonymous with sports and history. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we take a look at the 10 most iconic numbers in sports. And a big shout out to Majid Mayhow for suggesting this list. And we do hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, feel free to click subscribe down below for more cool videos every single day. First up, number 32. Jim Brown, by far the greatest NFL running back of all time and four-time league MVP, wore the number 32. So did the amazing running back yet controversial sports figure Orenthal James Simpson. And it was also worn by one of the greatest NBA icons of our time, the great Magic Johnson, who was a hero in Lakerland. Oh, and that really dominant pitcher named Sandy Koufax, who won 4 World Series titles, also don the number. Number 5. Now I have a note here from Alex. Justin, can you please sing this in the tune of Mambo number 5? We'll try. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5. A little bit of Norris winner Nicholas Lidstrom. A little bit of Yankee star DiMaggio. A little bit of baseball's Pujols. A little bit of Timberwolves Kevin Garnett. A little bit of All-Star Johnny Bench. Wow, Alex. I did it for you. To annoy the listeners. Next up, number 3. The man who made baseball what it is today, Babe Ruth, is basically enough to warrant a spot on our list. But star Seattle quarterback Russell Wilson is also building up to a Hall of Fame-looking career. Legendary Chicago Blackhawks defenseman Pierre Pilote also donned the number during his remarkable career. So did 3-time NBA champion Dwayne Wade. The longtime face of the Miami Heat and NASCAR paragon Dale Earnhardt Sr. wore it too. Number 4. Many will call the great Bobby Orr the greatest hockey player of all time. 8 Norris trophies and 2 Stanley Cups forever cemented him in hockey immortality. And former Green Bay Packers star, quarterback, and 3-time league MVP Brett Favre wore it throughout his career. And that other New York Yankee historical figure, Lou Gehrig, wore the number 4 as well. Number 12. It seems like any NFL quarterback who wears this number is given plenty of luck. Tom Brady, 5-time Super Bowl champion, has excelled while wearing it his whole career. The most talented quarterback ever, Aaron Rodgers, wears it too. And Pittsburgh Steelers Hall of Famer and 4-time Super Bowl champion Terry Bradshaw wore the jersey. Former Dallas Cowboys quarterback Roger Staubach also wore it while helping the squad become the so-called America's team. And former Utah Jazz star John Stockton wore the number 12, but mainly this great number has been worn by great NFL quarterbacks. Number 99. Shall we mention Wayne Gretzky, the greatest hockey player to ever live in the history of ever? Okay, we'll continue. George Mikan was also one of the early pioneers of NBA superstardom. He won 5 championships and averaged 23.1 points per game in his career. And the NFL's most dominant defensive player, J.J. Watt, has also made a name for himself wearing that number. We shouldn't forget perennial Miami Dolphin star Jason Taylor either. He did the number very well. Number 6. Well, you know that former Boston Celtics star Bill Russell won 11 NBA championships and was a 5-time league MVP. We have to start out by mentioning him. Then there was the doctor, Julius Erving. Oh, and there were a couple of NBA icons who wore the number all right. And Stan Musial, who battled .331, made 24 All-Star games and won 3 World Series titles, is easily the greatest MLB player to wear the number. Number 7. Phil Esposito won 2 Stanley Cups with Boston and was a huge part of the iconic Team Canada 1972 Summit Series team. He scored 717 goals and 1,590 points in a storied career. And globally beloved soccer star Cristiano Ronaldo's number 7 has become synonymous with countless fans across the world. Denver Broncos Hall of Famer and 2-time Super Bowl champion John Elway did the number well too. And let's not forget about George Best, the longtime Manchester United star. Number 10. So you have arguably the 2 greatest soccer players of all time who wore this number. Everyone knows Pelé is the greatest footballer ever. Man, is he a legend in the country of Brazil, and I had to do a report on him in 5th grade. Wow. Diego Maradona, the Argentinian man, myth, and legend, also wore the big 1-0 on the back of his uniform. And the highest-scoring Montreal Canadiens player of all time, Mr. Guy Lafleur, wore the number 10. And that guy is one of the most accomplished players on the most historic NHL team. And finally, number 23. Michael Jordan is by far the greatest athlete ever to wear the number 23. But MJ isn't the only reason the number tops our list. LeBron James, perhaps the 2nd greatest NBA star of all time, also has made 23 an iconic number in this era. And the great Montreal Canadiens standout Bob Gainey wore the 2 and 3 as well, becoming one of the biggest stars in the team's history. Beloved soccer star David Beckham wore the number throughout stages of his career as well. And don't let us forget Don Mattingly, one of the most polarizing and dominant baseball players as well. What other iconic sports numbers should we have included? Join us down there in the comments below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.